Welcome to my Week 16 playoff projections. Let's start in the AFC. The Denver Broncos clinched their second straight playoff berth with a home win over the Packers on Sunday. That win, plus the Patriots' loss to the Bills, means the Broncos are now projected to earn the 1 seed and home field advantage throughout the playoffs. They can actually clinch it Sunday, but it would need a lot of help. Clinching the AFC West is also in play with a win against the Jags and a Chargers loss in Dallas.
Touchdown, Denver!
The Patriots are now my projected 2 seed after blowing a 21-0 lead against Josh Allen and the Bills in Week 15. They lose the tiebreaker to Denver, but still have a shot at the top seed, with their last 3 games coming against the Ravens, Jets, and Dolphins, where the Broncos face the Jaguars, Chiefs, and Chargers. Mike Vrabel's team clinches a playoff spot with a win Sunday night against Baltimore.
He's in! Touchdown, Patriots!
The Houston Texans have a 96% chance to make the playoffs and are my projected 3 seed and AFC South champion. They currently have a 56% chance to win the division, with the Jaguars at 44%. Houston has won 6 in a row and allowed 20 or fewer points in 5 straight games. Will Anderson Jr. and the defense are going to be a problem for any offense.
Hey, you got me on that chip. I had to for the one time, dog.
The Pittsburgh Steelers won their second straight on Monday night and sit a game ahead of Baltimore in the AFC North with their Week 18 matchup looming. I have the Steelers with a 59% chance to make the playoffs, but it does likely come down to that Week 18 game.
The Steelers come to M&T Bank Stadium and win 27-22, and they are back in first place by themselves in the AFC North.
The Buffalo Bills have a 99% chance to make the playoffs and can clinch in Week 16 with a win in Cleveland and a loss by either the Colts or Texans. Josh Allen has put on the cape in back-to-back weeks with comeback wins over the Bengals and Patriots. If he keeps playing like this, Buffalo may be the favorites in the AFC, even though they'd be on the road throughout the postseason.
And the Bills take the lead.
The Jaguars currently lead the AFC South, but face a tough test Sunday with a trip to Denver. I have Liam Cohn's team as the 6th seed, traveling to division rival Houston in the wildcard round. They've won 5 straight and will comfortably be in the playoffs, currently with a 95% chance.
Heck down too loud, boy. Heck down too loud, boy.
The Los Angeles Chargers have a 90% chance to make the playoffs and are slotted as my 7th seed. LA has won 3 straight since their bye, with the defense allowing fewer than 20 points in all 3. Jim Harbaugh's team can clinch this week with a win in Dallas and a loss by either the Colts or Texans. As for the AFC teams in the hunt, it starts with the Baltimore Ravens, who got back on track in Week 15 with an emphatic 24-0 win in Cincinnati. The Ravens now have a 41% chance to make the playoffs as they have a tough stretch to end the season against the Patriots, Packers, and Steelers. Lamar Jackson looked healthy and fast on Sunday, though. So if anyone can win all 3 games, it is a healthy Lamar Jackson. The Indianapolis Colts have just a 21% chance to make the playoffs after their loss in Seattle. Indy battled valiantly behind Phillip Rivers, but a defense that didn't allow a touchdown wasn't quite enough. Shane Steichen's team has lost 4 straight, and the schedule doesn't get any easier as they finish with the 49ers, Jaguars, and Texans.
Man, Phillip Rivers came off the couch and came out here throwing dimes.
Moving over to the NFC. The Seattle Seahawks punched their tickets to the playoffs and solidified themselves as my projected number 1 seed in the NFC with their win over the Rams on TNF. Seattle has now won 5 in a row and 9 of their last 10, with their lone loss on a missed potential game-winning field goal in their first matchup with LA. There is no way to look at Mike Macdonald's team other than as Super Bowl contenders.
Gonna be intercepted. It is picked off by Kobe Bryant. And that is gonna do it. The Seahawks are gonna hang on and win.
The Philadelphia Eagles have a 99% chance to make the playoffs and can officially clinch their spot with a win in Washington on Saturday. Nick Sirianni's team got back on track with a 31-0 win over the Raiders in Week 15 after dropping 3 straight. Philly should be able to ease their way into the playoffs with 2 of their last 3 coming against the Commanders, but they'll also have a measuring stick game against Josh Allen and the Bills in Week 17.
It is complete. Touchdown, A.J. Brown.
Even with their loss in Denver, the Green Bay Packers are still projected to win the NFC North and be slotted as the 3 seed. The loss of Micah Parsons no doubt looms large, but I have Green Bay projected to win in Chicago this week, which would put them back ahead in the division. My data has them with a 59% chance of winning the division, while the Bears sit at 37%.
A beautiful throw for a touchdown, Josh Jacobs.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are projected to win the NFC South and have a 62% chance to make the playoffs. Both Tampa and Carolina lost to division rivals with nothing to play for in Week 15. The two now face off twice in 3 weeks to end the season, each sitting at 7-7. Tampa currently holds the tiebreaker and thus this playoff spot. The Rams were the first NFC team to clinch their spot in the playoffs, but after their loss on TNF, they sit at the 5 seed in my projections. If they're able to defeat the NFC South winner in the wildcard round, it's highly likely they'll return to Seattle to take on the Seahawks for a 3rd time in the divisional round. The San Francisco 49ers feel like the team that just keeps chugging along and winning while no one is talking about them. They've won 4 straight and can clinch their spot in Week 16 with a win or a Lions loss. I have them projected as my 6th seed, traveling to Green Bay in the first round of the playoffs to add another chapter to this historic Packers-Niners rivalry.
Touchdown! Way to be a baller, Brock.
The Chicago Bears currently sit atop the NFC North as the number 2 seed in the conference, but I ultimately have them projected as the 7th seed with a 62% chance of making the playoffs. They can clinch their spot this week with a win against the Packers Saturday and a Lions loss against the Steelers on Sunday. It's more likely this goes down to the wire, though, as their finishing schedule of Packers, Niners, and Lions may be the toughest in the league.
Back of the end zone, DJ Moore, touchdown Bears!
As for the NFC teams in the hunt, the Detroit Lions. Even with their loss against the Rams last week, I still have the Lions with a better than 50% chance to make the playoffs, currently sitting at 51%. Detroit needs to win out at this point and get some help, but it's more than possible they hold up their end, finishing with games against the Steelers, Vikings, and a potential game of the season against the Bears in Week 18. The Carolina Panthers gifted the Buccaneers an early Christmas present in Week 15 with their loss to the Saints. The Panthers are one of the more confounding teams in the league, as they have amazing wins against the Packers and Rams, but they've also lost to the Cardinals, and the Saints have swept them this season. They're still right there for the NFC South, though, finishing with 2 of their 3 against the Buccaneers, but it's their Week 17 game against the Seattle Seahawks that puts them at a disadvantage, as I have them with a 38% chance to make the playoffs. Those are my Week 16 playoff projections powered by AWS.